In their latest update, the version 1.4, Blackmagic has included a feature they're calling off-speed recording, which basically means you now can record slow motion in camera. So traditionally, if you want slow motion footage like B-roll, you'd simply shoot at a high frame rate like 60 frames per second or 120 or 240, and then in post, slow it down to get your slow motion. But now you can do this while you're shooting your video in camera. Let's say you want to deliver your final video at 24 frames per second. You can choose to shoot in 4K 60 frames per second or 1080p at 120 frames per second, for example, and the app will do all the work. It'll actually slow down the footage for you and produce a 24 frame per second slow motion clip. So let's take a look at how to do this. Okay, video one. This is, we're shooting at 4K, 24 frames per second, just to get some ambient noise. Okay, this is clip two. All right, so what we want to do is we're in 24 frames per second. That's my base. I want to select that, and then you'll see that there's an OS at the top. Click on that, and I'm in 4K, so it allows me to go up to 60 frames per second. And now you can see here we're 60 over 24. So what that means is it's going to record in 60 frames per second, and then it's going to create a movie that's 24 frames per second in slow motion for me. So this is clip three. So what we're going to do now is go change our resolution. We're going to go to HD, so 1080p, and everything else is okay. And then now what that's going to do for me here is I'm able to go 24 frames per second, but because I'm in HD now, I can do 120 frames per second here. So that's what I want to do. So now I'm recording 120 frames per second over, and my finished movie will be 24. I'm just going to adjust my ND filter here a little bit. All right. And now we can record. Just a few things to note here is that when you're doing this, it won't record the sound and audio. So just keep that in mind. So if you want some ambient noise, I would say the waterfall, simply record some video and use it as your audio in post during your sound design. Also, you can go the other way for a nice effect. Again, let's say you want to output your file in 24 frames per second, but you can choose to capture at a lower frame rate, like 5 frames per second. This has the effect of speeding up the footage, almost like a time lapse. And I'm sure you can come up with some creative ideas using this. And that's it for this one. I appreciate a like and comment. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to get to them. And be safe, take care, and I'll see you next time.